Well, hello there again. As you can tell, not really much in the way of progress has been made on the property. Just thought I'd do a little update here since it's been a while since I showed anything, and maybe you thought that something interesting was happening, but unfortunately not so much. So basically, I got to thinking about what I was trying to do here and not really feeling right about how I was moving forward, and just kind of wanted to step back and see what needed to be done. I was really trying to get by without having to worry about paying more money for grading and whatnot, as you may recall. But it just got to the point where I felt like it was just kind of working too hard to make a square peg fit into a round hole. And the lot's challenging enough to deal with the limited space you have to work without worrying about trying to leave the stump in the way and whatnot. So I do have my grader lined up again. He's supposed to be trying to come out here next week as of this recording, and we'll see. Maybe we'll get this finished graded on out and move on from there. But I've also had some changes of heart about maybe the size of the build that I want to do. I need to see if I can amend my building permit or have to get a new one altogether. I don't know, but I may redo the size of it and the shape a little bit. So yeah, that's where we've been at with the property stuff. Just kind of decided to not be in such a rush, take a little step back and make sure that whatever I do is the right thing and not just the most expedient thing to do, to at least to the best of my ability with a very limited budget. Of course, speaking of budget, we've had some vehicle stuff happen. I had to put a little bit of money into the Jeep, and as you may have noticed here, I'm in something a little different. My mechanic was selling this Ford Expedition when I went to go get the Jeep worked on, and it was cheap enough that I decided to make a little offer on it, and he accepted it. So might seem like an odd decision since I need money for a build here, but it's 4-wheel drive and has more cargo space in the back, so I thought that it could come in handy, one, for just driving around the mountains. You never know what kind of road you're going to run into, and two, for the build, having something that can haul a little bit more. I don't know if I would ever get a trailer for it, but it does have towing capability, obviously, so I just thought that it might be a worthy investment. I'm not quite sure how it'll play out, and I've had it for about a month or something now, and so far so good, but I'm just waiting on the quirks to come out. I do think it may be leaking oil a little bit or something. Kind of feel like it has like an oil odor, so I'm gonna keep an eye on that and see what it's doing. But otherwise, so far it served me well. Took it on a few test runs up some rough roads and whatnot, and it seems to handle them like a champ with the 4-wheel drive, so that's nice. But yeah, with the cost of things like repairing vehicles and then obtaining this one, like we were at just kind of barely having enough money to maybe get like the shell of the house built, and now just trying not to get too impatient and just allow things to run their course and do what they need to do, and try to do things as much of the right way or the feasible way as possible without pushing things and forcing things that maybe ought not be pushed and forced. But yeah, this baby's got 356,000 miles on it. I tried to find something with higher miles, but it's just hard to do. Trying to go for the high score there, but you can only do what you can do. But I think I got a pretty good number for the amount of money I paid for it. Maybe some people can get higher, and good for them. But I feel like for my first time, going and buying from an individual like that, I think I got a pretty good high score on the mileage there. So pretty proud of that. I guess that's about it for this video. Unfortunately, you know, it's just a little talking head kind of video, but it's been a while since I put anything up here to explain what's going on and why I haven't been uploading anything showing progress on a build or something. That's because there is none. Maybe I'll try to figure out something else to do in lieu of digging dirt. I just don't know if I could come up with anything more interesting than digging dirt, though.